Alright, so this guy here, right? Ever since I hooked this line up correctly, I had noticed that my gas tank had been pressurizing a lot. Like it'd be empty, and I'd go take this off and go psh, and it's been contributing to not being able to fill it up. So this line right here went to the charcoal canister. You can see there's three little things on one side. There's one of these nubs, which I'm going to use to block off the vacuum line that goes to it. So we're going to be deleting that today. I did look up a video on how to do it. You got to be super careful doing this. Like, I have a full tank, so when I tilt it, some of the fuel likes to go through this little guy here. So I'm going to try and route this little hose. Yeah, you can see there's already gas vapors coming out of it. If I like turn it weird. So I got to be careful with that. I don't want any gas coming out of it. So I'm going to block that off real quick so that I can do what I need to do under there and block the vacuum line. Here's the vacuum line that goes to it. So hopefully I can just use this little plug, call it a day. But this is step one. We did get the new tire in. I'm just waiting on the rear tire and the exhaust, and then we'll finish the rest of this video. But I'm going to get this done real quick. Alright, so I got a temporary repair right there. It is leaking a little bit because I filled the tank extremely high last night. Which, knowing that I was going to do this, I shouldn't have done that. But we have the line routed to factory, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a plug on the bottom down there. And I need to go grab a plug for that, so that size. And then a T, like just a regular joint for that one. So obviously this is only an issue when the tank is up. So this guy here, I just routed it down with the other two. Tank is definitely over full right now. So when it's in this up position, it's able to spit a little bit of fuel out, but then when it's down, I can actually overfill this tank, which is nice. So I can get, you know, the amount of fuel out of it that I needed to. It's supposed to be a 4.5 gallon tank, so I got everything removed, minus this little guy here. Those screws want to strip, so that's a job for another day. But besides that, I am going to throw this back together. Keep in mind, too, when we get this thing tuned, any of this power commander, all of these wires, we're going to be plugging the factory wires back in and completely eliminating the power commander. I am going to go and try and get a base map tune to kind of like clean up everything. The thing's running absolutely awesome right now with everything that was done, so I'm really happy about that. So I'm just waiting on UPS at this point, but here's the old tire compared to the new one. I'm waiting on the back. So this one is a 120 70/17, and I decided to go with a 110 70/17. Basically, the goal here is this bike, I try not to make it too long. I want to make it a little bit longer, but the thing is, I'm trying to use this bike specifically for like more drag racing purposes, not exactly track purposes. I know there's guys out there that can blow me away on a track. Like that's not even a fucking question. Like I know, like I'm a good rider, but there is still riders that are a shitload better than me and have a lot more experience than me. So I'm trying to learn this whole drag racing thing. I've been a really big fan of like More Mafia and a lot of his videos. One reason for the stretch, and then obviously the reason I got the Dunlop Q5s, because apparently I was looking up some reviews on these, and on the track, dude was able to get about 6 sessions on these tires before they were at the wear bar, and dude knew how to ride, and they were 6 20-minute sessions, and he was able to run these out. So we're going to try these out at 36 PSI. I'm going to get these things balanced, because I don't know if these tires are actually balanced, because this thing shakes above a certain speed, which I can't tell you what that speed is, because legal reasons, but you guys will see. This is what we're gonna run. Just waiting on UPS. I'm gonna go throw these in the truck, and hopefully we'll have the bike back tomorrow. So I'm gonna back it into here and start pulling wheels off. All right, so my cheap ass, this is how I get it up in the air. Yeah, it's hitting on the chains. That's what that sound is. And then the front wheel's off the ground. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get the back wheel first, because it'll be the easier one. Alright, back tire is off. Eventually we're going to be getting these ceramic wheel bearings, but before I do that, I'd like to get new wheels. These things are ugly as sin. Well, there you go. Just kind of chilling here. And make sure the kids don't touch it. Yeah, this front tire is ass. The thing I regret is not beating the shit out of this tire more. Okay, it's down to the wear mark in the middle, so it's, I mean, one spot. I slide the shit out of this tire, but we are not going to be doing that to the new tires, because for $624, absolutely not. This is all the tools you needed. This is an adapter from a 1/2 inch to a 3/8. Need this for the axle nut, 36 millimeter, and a 10 millimeter wrench, and an impact. That's all I needed to get all this thing apart, and a couple of jack stands and a jack. So, you know, eventually I'll get the stand that I can just pick it up and whatnot. We are getting a new swing arm eventually, and when that happens, I'm gonna have to get a longer chain, but I'm trying to find a swing arm that's not super long. Like, I'd like to realistically be like where the end of this is, so I'm gonna have to measure it and figure that out, but definitely want to cut down a lot of the weight that I can. I'm trying to cut as much weight out as possible while still keeping it, you know, a factory frame. All right, I've been sitting around all day waiting for this, but here she is, Dunlop Q5, 190, 5017. Told you guys, I spent the money on some good rubber this time. All right, so we're heading out there now. It is 90, it was 94 earlier, but it's about 95 degrees outside right now. So it is friggin' hot, and I'm really glad that I have AC. All right, so it's next day. It's like 9:16 in the morning, which, if you guys know me, I get up at about 9. So I work till about midnight, and the thing is, they sent me a text. The tires are already done. It's already hot. It's 82. So that's actually kind of cool. I get to put the wheels and tires back on the bike today, like early, first thing in the morning, and then by the time that's done, FedEx should be here with my titanium exhaust. Oh, here they are, done before the doors are even open. So we'll get these installed. There's actually wheel weights. I felt some wheel weights on there somewhere. Oh yeah, there we go. So turns out that they were not balanced before, so that's why anything above a certain speed, they decided they wanted to vibrate. Alright, so the titanium header came in as well. This will fit. This is from a 1000, so it's titanium. I'm going to restore this today with some Scotch-Brite and brake clean. It will fit a 600 and it will fit a 750, which the nice thing is, because when we go to the 750, I need to figure out where that's going to come out, and then I can get a slip-on for a 1000, which opens up my options greatly. Unfortunately, there's not many exhaust options for an 04, and you get a Voodoo. Basically, that's your choice, and through that. So, tires here. I do think these things are way overpriced for what they are. This tire is super sticky already. You can see it's just from sitting out in the sun. But I do think that they are overpriced, but I did want that extra 10 horsepower, you know, on the... Apparently they make that big of a difference, according to some videos I've seen. So we did go one size down in the front, and, you know, I'm going to get these on. We'll see how they do, and hopefully no more vibrations. Front tire is on. This is torqued to 72 foot-pounds. These are supposed to be torqued to like 16 something, but obviously you guys know the drill on those. Torqued. These things, as long as they're snug, these are pretty fine. Alright, there you go. Got her installed. Everything's good. Now I just need to get it off these jack stands. You guys will notice on these, I know this is weird, tread pattern from the front comes out, but on the front, tread pattern goes into the middle. So just one of those things. It's a weird thing. I get it, but I don't. So hopefully I get to try these things out today. But next step is to refurbish this titanium header, and we're gonna get this installed today. And then once I know where it sits, then I'm gonna go and get a slip-on. They're definitely sticky, but I'm noticing a major difference in roll resistance. This thing rolls so smoothly. I've had to pull it out of there, up there. Dude, this thing does not fight you at all. Holy. Well, I guess at this point we're gonna try it out and see how she does. I'm gonna start cleaning this header up. We'll get this thing installed, and I'll let you hear what it sounds like with no muffler. All right, so we cleaned them up pretty good. You guys will see. I'm gonna give them one. That's what it looked like before. So obviously I can't get the sides and whatnot, but This is going to be completely hidden back underneath there. I just want it to clean it up a little bit with some Scotch spray. So now we'll get this thing thrown on. Alright, so my least favorite thing to do is taking any of the fairings off. Ever since I put these on, this kind of makes it a pain in the ass because I actually did use all the factory hardware. You guys will see back behind the fairing that there is places to put bolts, and I use them. I made sure to use every bolt. So getting this in and out, this makes it a pain. So we're gonna move the radiator. I'm gonna go grab some tools and we are gonna get this section of exhaust off. All right, we finally got it. It should, in theory. There we go. Here's everything that needs to come off. We got the shroud, we got this piece here for the radiator, all the bolts, exhaust bolt back there. I got the fan off. So now we can drop this thing and do some comparisons and make sure that it fits before I post this up for sale. Alright, so here's the differences, and this is kind of why it looks like if I set them next to each other, see how far that comes out. So we'll see on the bike, and then that means that I'll have to go and look and see what I can order. So probably just going to go to AutoZone and put something small on that, maybe. We'll see. But the only downside is we lose this little mounting spot right there, but that's not a big deal because we are going to come back in and meet right up here. Alright, titanium exhaust is on. It doesn't hit anything. The internet was right. It does fit. I thought it was going to come out a little longer, but that's perfectly fine. So what we're going to end up doing is getting that slip on, and bam, bada bing, bada boom, done. It's actually pretty nice compared to the other one. These things are expensive. They're about 300 bucks on eBay. So this one came all the way from California. And that means we can also get rid of this mount here. So that will that'll shave us off, you know, a little bit of weight. But that thing was light. I gotta pick this up. Yeah, this is definitely not titanium. We probably just dropped about 10 pounds there if I had to guess. This thing's, that's pretty heavy. So I'm gonna try to find as lightweight of a 1000 exhaust that I can, and we'll go from there. Not getting good at this. Look at that. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. All right, here's where we are at. Header is installed. We'll see how it changes colors. The only downside, I'm not going to drive far. I need to go down to AutoZone and get something to put to kind of like extend this a little bit. That's going to cause some melting on the new fairings. I'm trying not to damage these things. So also some other things I didn't tell you guys I did. I did adjust this, push this down a little bit, and then I also adjusted this guy down here a little bit lower. I went one more notch down. It was too low, so I brought it back up, and this is perfect. So now I'm gonna go see if I have one in the shed. If I don't, we're gonna go down to AutoZone. Turns out I don't technically need to go to AutoZone. I remembered this was from my 300, and this was a clean looking tip. Obviously, temporary, just enough to keep it off of that. So this fits, actually. Oh, there's another one in there. Damn it, I'm gonna have to get that out, but I think this would fit over that perfectly. And this would fit over that. See, I don't know yet. I might just end up like shoving that on there. Just for now. Gives you that nice shorty look, but this thing's gonna be loud as shit until I get a new tail section. I think I might just start it now, and then I'll give you guys, I wanna make sure these are at, I think 36 is what Dunlop recommends. But I'm gonna start it now. I'm not gonna rev it, I'm just gonna start it and see how it sounds. And it probably sounds like ass. Let me get this shifter lever thrown in neutral. Actually, we should already be in neutral. Oh, no, we're not. That's right. That's second. There's first. All right. Alright, sounds about just like before, but maybe a little louder. Not gonna lie though, if this had a baffle in it, this would be perfect. Like, that is just super clean in my opinion. But I do have a couple of things we're looking for. I just took these off. You know, sometimes I don't run them. But I am at some point gonna figure out which exhaust I want to order. There was one I was looking at, but I'm like, you know, if I went with a titanium header, I think it makes the most sense to try to find like a titanium exhaust, or a titanium shorty muffler, or a titanium all the way up. Ultimately, the key is to keep it as light as possible, but this is definitely going to make a big difference. Like, there is no doubt about it. This thing is going to run and drive fantastic over what it did. Might lose a little bit of the lower end torque with this, but I'll take you guys for a ride in a little bit and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm gonna go get this thing warmed up and get the tires kind of scrubbed in, and then I will do a video for you guys later. Put the plate down and let you know how it feels, how it sounds. Should definitely feel. Alright, so right away, oh yeah, that's not a good sign. That sucks. But right away, it is noticeably a different bike. It's so much happier in the leans. And other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. Other than that kind of sucks, but nothing I'm really going to be able to do about it. These tires are super lean happy, and I haven't even gotten them hot yet. But she's running really, really freaking good. Definitely a completely different bike. I'll do it anyway. Yeah, she sounded good. We'll figure that issue out later on. Pretty sticky. You guys can see that she runs pretty freaking good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take like a section right here, and I'm gonna make like a little plate for it, just to kind of like clean it up right there. I think it'll add to an accent. Yeah, it sucks I have to. I didn't want to have to do it, but you know, it is what it is. It's not perfect. Looks like it's melting there too. So it's just one of those, like the old exhaust, the old fairings were melted kinda. It's just one of those things we're gonna have to deal with. We're also gonna be cutting this a little bit once we go in and do the cage. I'm just still waiting on Dude to order that. He said by the end of the month we should have it, but she runs pretty good. She sounds, okay, a little loud in my opinion, but like I said, we will get the muffler at some point. But if you guys enjoyed it, let me know. I am going to go, oh yeah, let's see those headers, see the nice blue in there, so we should have some nice coloration to them as well. Yeah, they're kind of changing color and whatnot, you can see. So not perfect, but not too bad for a $300 mod. Like I said, if you guys need anything, feel free, hit me up, cpstevemiller.com. If you need any diesel repair work or whatnot, I'm going to have an update video. I'm probably going to record it today, so I don't know if I'm posting it before or after this video. But for those who stuck around and watched this whole thing, appreciate you guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.